Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I hope that you've all been in the very best of health over the course of the last few weeks during this surge. I know all of our families, our students, our faculty, they've worked really hard during this transition period, and we're all looking forward to returning to campus, inshallah, on January 31st. This video is to share a message with you regarding regular surveillance testing that's going to be coming up, as well as vaccinations and exposure protocols moving forward. I know that you've heard me talk a lot about vaccinations and you may be tired of hearing from me about it, but this is why it's been an important topic. One of the things as we move forward, inshallah, is that we're going to do weekly surveillance testing on site using CURE. So those of you who sign up for CURE and complete the consent forms, that will have your child registered and will be able to take care of the weekly testing moving forward without you having to schedule time out of your day to come and actually do that. We'll do it within the school day each week, inshallah. In terms of the protocols, if any student or faculty member ends up testing positive for COVID, what they're going to have to do is remain home for a full 10 days in quarantine. And this has been our policy all along. So in terms of that, nothing has really changed. If someone is testing positive, they remain home in quarantine isolation for the 10 days. If anyone who spent time in that classroom with the COVID positive individual, they would be considered exposed. So if the child is vaccinated, then they can continue to come to school and just monitor for symptoms for several days after that exposure. If, however, a student in that classroom is unvaccinated, they will need to remain home for a full 5 days, do a PCR test, and test negative before they can come back to school. So the definition of a fully vaccinated individual is also an important consideration. Someone who's fully vaccinated means that they received 2 doses and 2 weeks. So at least 2 weeks, and then no more than 6 months. So if, for those who are 12 years and older, who may have gotten their vaccinations a while ago, make sure 6 months has not passed, and if it has, they have to get their booster to be considered fully vaccinated. So moving forward, inshallah, we're no longer going to be offering remote beyond the January 28th, inshallah, and we're really wanting to keep our entire community safe. To do that, we need to work together. That means anyone who has any symptoms, if a child has any symptoms or anyone in the household is starting to exhibit symptoms, please keep the child home and verify if the individual is COVID negative. If they are, then the child can return to school with no issue. And if they are COVID positive, then you've saved all of us from potentially being exposed. So that's it for my message. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions. I wish you the very best, and inshallah we return in the very safest way possible. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.